This is how I learned to love to read. It really began by borrowing others' ideas. Amelia's Notebook by Marissa Moss was a place where I could escape, where I journeyed, and where I could see visuals of the world around me. I started noticing I too noticed weird things like nostrils and other weird sibling things that happened around me. I took notice of colors and the items in my life the same way that Amelia did, and I really felt like maybe I belonged somewhere for the first time. It was a pretty cool feeling, even if it was for a nerd club. I didn't care. I felt like I was home somewhere, and that reading gave me a sense of myself. So, I immediately decided to create my own kind of writing notebook, which was then all mine. And it was a safe space for me to dream and collaborate with ideas in my head and make sense of the world around me, but by reading and writing and doing it all at the same time, I was able to weave some kind of semblance of understanding, or at least a safe place to wonder about the world around me, or have emotions, like be really, really mad when things didn't go my way in first grade, or really sad and confused when people would skip me in the lunch line and or not pick me for volleyball. Sometimes, middle school got hard. I got acne. My hair was red. I felt very out of place. But with books and with reading, I felt like I could create new memories and new friendships. And I could also talk about the ones that I was making in real life, because believe it or not, I did have one. But reading about friendships and reading about crushes made me feel a hell of a lot more normal in my own skin. Libraries became sanctuaries for me. And just like my peers, I started realizing that we were actually a larger part of a much smaller, universal, somehow larger than all of us world. And to have a little safe place within that was really cool. Reading for so many of us is like a journey and some kind of gateway, secret passageway to the real world or whatever. But for me, reading, especially starting with Marissa Moss's Amelia's Notebooks, was a passage into myself. And if nothing else, it was okay to be lost and confused and to hope and to dream and to process. I also became quite maybe precocious and tried to adopt and relate as much information as I could, quickly realizing that I made fewer friends this way. It was much easier for me to love reading and to love journeys and to love stories, because it was in many ways the way that I saw the world, as one big journey, one big enigma, to use one of our favorite literary golden terms. I became comfortable not knowing for the first time, and I felt like maybe there were many of us in that comfortable with not knowing, so long as we had these great narratives to comfort us and to maybe provide hope. That's how I learned to love to read, and I'm pretty honored to continue to do it.